Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Oklahoma Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you all here. We have 5 wonderful institutions here to tell you a little bit more about what they do. I do want to make sure that you know how to ask them questions throughout the session. And so what you'll want to do, if you have questions for any of our institutions here this evening, you can send those through this Q&A feature. So if you want to go down to the bottom of your screen, you should see that icon. You can click that and send all your questions that way. Your camera and microphone are off, and they'll be off for the remainder of the session. And so really that Q&A is the best way to interact with each of our colleges here this evening. I do want to send a little reminder that we do have additional sessions coming up in the coming days, so feel free to check those out and to sign up for some more. And that this session is being recorded, and so that recording will be available online within the coming days too if you need to return to any of this information. But with that, we'll go ahead and kick things off with our first institution, which is Oklahoma State.
Hi everyone, my name is Hillary Mulligan, and like Isabella said, I work for Oklahoma State University in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I'm going to share my screen here, so hopefully everybody now can see our webpage pulled up. Like I said, I am an admissions counselor for the Tulsa area, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We also have Haley McCarthy on the webinar as well, who is an admissions counselor for Oklahoma City, and she'll be answering your questions throughout this quick little presentation, and then of course we'll be answering questions throughout the next 45 minutes. So please feel free to send those over to us and we will be happy to assist you. So like I said, we are located in Stillwater, Oklahoma. We have just about 24,000 students at OSU Stillwater. So we're definitely a larger school, but we still have that nice small town vibe within Stillwater. We have over 200 major options for you, and we have over 500 student organizations. So really, no matter what you're looking for, we probably have it for you at OSU. For the sake of time, I'm just going to jump right in and get into our information here so that we can cover everything that's important for this time of year for all of you guys. And one of those things that I do want to kick it off with is making sure you know who your admissions counselor is. Like I said, I work with students in the Tulsa area. Haley works with students in Oklahoma City. We have an admissions counselor for every student across the world. So you might know who they are already. You might be getting text messages or phone calls, emails from them. Awesome. If you're not, check out our website. You'll be able to figure out who that person is depending on your high school and location. And you can save our work cell phone number in your phone. That is perfectly a great idea, because then you'll be able to get in touch with us anytime you have a question. Feel free to call us. Feel free to send us a text. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into the admissions application. That application opened in July for fall 2021 students and for spring 2021. So every year our application will open on July 1st. As you can see here, we do have our admissions documents listed out. So the first thing, of course, would be our online admissions application. You can find that at our website, okstate.edu. We do have a $40 application fee. We have some fee waiver options as well, so if you would like to learn more about those, definitely chat with your admissions counselor. We do need your official high school transcript, so chat with your high school counselor. They can let you know how to send that over to us. You can send it electronically. That's typically the most common way. You can send it through the mail, and your school can send it via email or fax. And then you can also hand it in person if you ever visit us for a tour. But please make sure it needs to be official, and if you're going to send it in person, it needs to be in a sealed envelope. All right, so the next thing on here is probably a lot of what you guys are wondering about, your test scores. So we accept ACT and or SAT scores, and we accept multiple scores. So if you want to continue to take those throughout the year and try to get a better score, you can definitely do that. However, I do, of course, understand a lot of you were not able to test this year due to COVID-19. So we do have a test optional process for admissions for you guys for fall and spring 2021. So basically, if you have a test score, feel free to send that over to us. And again, you can keep testing throughout the year to try to improve your score. If you don't have a test score, please make sure you complete all the other application steps, the application, the fee, and the transcript. And then we will also require our optional essays and optional leadership and involvement form, which I will get to just here in a moment. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So like I said, these will show up as optional, the essay responses and the leadership and involvement experience form. They won't show up for you until after you submit your application and pay the fee. So if you're wondering right now, I don't think I saw those in my application, definitely log back in and check that out, because they'll show up for you now once you've paid that application fee. They will be labeled as optional, like I said. However, if you don't have test scores available right now, definitely will need to complete these in order to get an admissions decision. Now, they also make up our scholarship file. So if you're interested in applying for all possible OSU scholarships and being considered for all opportunities, you'll definitely want to complete these. The essay responses are pretty straightforward. We have 4 options for you. You need to complete 2. And then the leadership and involvement form will just be a form that you complete listing all of your involvement in or outside of school. All right, so just keep in mind, if you don't have a test score, most scholarships are going to need a test score for review. We do have some more information about our scholarships online, so I'm sure we'll send out a link here that has information regarding all the different scholarships that we have. But if you want to be reviewed for as many as possible, please do make sure that you sign up for a test this fall if you can, or in the springtime. We have 2 different review styles for admission here, and I know I'm coming up to our 6 minutes. We have automatic admission, so we have 3 different categories. If you fall into one of those, you'll be automatically admitted. We also have comprehensive review, so if you're not quite up to the GPA or test score listed there, or if you don't have a test score yet, we'll use comprehensive review. We'll look at your essays, we'll look at your involvement, and have more of a holistic approach. All right, like I mentioned before, we do have a scholarship chart online, and we have some estimated costs here for in-state students. And I do want to mention, we have some important dates here, but our first scholarship deadline is February 1st, officially. However, we do encourage all students to try to submit everything possible, all those application materials we talked about, by November 1st, just in order to be considered for as many opportunities as possible. We may have some competitive scholarships that will start being awarded in December. So if you can, get all of those materials submitted right now, and we can definitely help you out with that. So please feel free to send your questions our way, and we're looking forward to talking with you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Hillary, for telling us a little bit more about Oklahoma State. Now we'll head on over to our second institution of the session, which is Langston University.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kyle Gregory. I am a proud 2009 graduate of Langston University. I studied English. I marched in the band at Langston. I was captain of the Quiz Bowl team, and now I'm coach of the Quiz Bowl team. So if you play, call me. With that being said, I went to law school afterwards, loved my time at Langston. It set me up for my life. I owe my marriage and everything to Langston University. With introductions out of the way, let's talk about the school itself. Did you know that 10 years before Oklahoma was even a state, Langston University was founded? We were founded 8 miles east of Guthrie. So we basically, the first 100 years of our existence, we were underfunded. So we were born out of bake sales, donated land, shared buildings, and we went from all of that to lead Oklahoma in the civil rights movement, to desegregate Oklahoma. And right now, we've become a powerhouse in our region. We're third in Oklahoma in grant money. And you're asking yourself, why do I care if you're third in grant money? Because we only have 1,750 undergraduate students. There are schools with 10 times our student population that we get more grant money. So if you think about it, if you want opportunity, we've got it here for you at Langston. So you've seen the history a little bit. Our average GPA is a 3.12, but really if you have a 2.4 grade point average, we will admit you to the university. So we're looking for a 2.4, and we don't have a minimum ACT score. Our housing options include Centennial Court. You get your own private room in a 4-bedroom apartment. Scholars Inn, your second year, where you get a full-size bed, bigger room, and you can see the picture of that in the top right-hand corner. The Commons, if you come in with children, married, or if you're in the honors program, and we'll talk about that in a second, you can live in a 2-bedroom apartment, washer and dryer, everything already in there. Or if your main goal is to come out of college with as little debt as possible, Young Hall can save you $2,300 on the year, and we'll talk about prices here in a second as well. So we have free tutoring in every single class. We have an 11-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. We have the lowest tuition of any 4-year university in Oklahoma. We have a vibrant Greek life. We have the biggest collection of African and African American artifacts and literature in the state of Oklahoma. And we have over 40 clubs and organizations. So if we don't have one that you're looking for, if you join with 10 other students, you can start your own organization on our campus. We have 6 schools here at Langston with 42 majors within them. So you can kind of read this for yourself, but I want to highlight a few. You remember I was talking about that grant money? Let's say if you want to go to medical school, study biology at Langston, NASA funded our Science Research Institute. It is awesome. The technology in that lab rivals graduate school programs and even surpasses some of them. We have a partnership with Harvard Medical School. We send students there on internships every year. We sent students to Yale every year for the last 4 years on internships. We sent them to UC Davis. We sent them to Stanford, to UCLA. And all of these schools that may cost an upwards of $70,000 out of state, you get that experience free. And then you come back to Deer and get the HBCU experience. So we're the only historically Black college in the state of Oklahoma. And that, notice I didn't say exclusively Black. We led the way in desegregating Oklahoma, remember that. So we have a diverse student population with a strong background in history. And these are the things we can offer you. So we also have internships with NASA. Our School of Business got a $1.5 million donation from One Oak. And for a small school, that's huge. If you want to be an accountant, we have an internship that pays $25 an hour. We were founded as an education school. Our nursing program, we're the #1 ranked HBCU out of 40 programs. And we are the lowest priced BSN program in Oklahoma. And we were the first physical therapy school in Oklahoma doctoral wise. We have a 100% job placement rate in that field. So a few other things to think about. Athletics, we're the winningest football program outside of the University of Oklahoma over the last 5 years. We're a small school, but we've won our conference 3 years in a row. And basketball, we're the winningest program prior to this year when the season was cut short by COVID over the last 4 years. We won at least 20 games each year. Our women's basketball coach is Elaine Powell, who won a WNBA championship. Softball is a 3.5 GPA, and you can kind of see the rest of the sports. We also offer club soccer, which is co-ed, and I love to talk about our band. So remember, I'm a trombone player. We went from 45 members 2 years ago to 220 this past season. And we're looking to be at 300 next fall after the pandemic clears. So how we got there? Scholarships. So if you play an instrument, you're probably going to get the best scholarship in the state here at Deer Langston. Now here's our pricing. So if you stay in Young Hall, you can attend Langston for less than $15,000 a year, and that covers tuition, fees, room and board, and your books. Or if you want to live in the apartment style suite, you can live in Centennial for $17,195. And if you get Oklahoma Promise and Pell Grants, you're eligible for our scholarships too, because 2.5 is the GPA for scholarships. So you can attend Langston sometimes for less than $3,000 a year without a dime in loans. Now let's talk about our biggest scholarship. We have the most accessible full ride in the state of Oklahoma. If you have a 3.5 GPA and a 22 ACT, you could get a 4-year full ride. Our Regents requires a 3.3. A few other internships to think about. We have internships with Apple, the NBA, the National Hockey League. Thurgood Marshall has 12 scholarships up now for students looking to attend HBCUs. If you have a 2.5 GPA, I can guarantee you a scholarship out of high school. We have a free application. You send me a transcript directly, I'll get you a scholarship within 3 days. No essay required, 2.5 GPA, you're good to go. My contact is kyle.gregory@langston.edu. Thank you for your time, and remember, we will be hosting virtual tours every Tuesday. You can check us out on the website, langston.edu, and sign up for one of those. Thank you for your time. I'll turn it over to the next great institution.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle and Langston University. Definitely appreciate it. Before we head on over to our next institution, I do want to make a quick plug for that Q&A. Once again, feel free to send your questions through the Q&A, and our college representatives are very excited to answer them. From here, we'll head on over to Northern Oklahoma.
Hi guys, I am Rick Edgington and I am from Northern Oklahoma College. And Northern Oklahoma College is a multi-campus institution. And so I would like to give you a very quick tour of Northern Oklahoma College.
Well, I came to NOC because I thought I needed to create more value for myself in the workforce.
I was at a four-year college before coming here.
My mom graduated from the NOC nursing program and kept pushing it because she loved it.
I'm just really thankful that NOC was an option for me. Probably the most affordable college.
I feel really comfortable, and I feel like the teachers that's here, we have great staff, and they can one-on-one us after class or either before class, and we can always go to their office.
I love that the class sizes are smaller.
The instructor was really accessible. Even if it wasn't one-on-one time in class, we still knew how to get a hold of them.
The classroom sizes are small. I was able to connect one-on-one with my instructors.
It's really impacted my life positively because that's one more thing I don't have to worry about.
It really drove me to do better in school because I had that access to my instructors.
Northern Oklahoma College has a long history of providing college students with the highest quality, accessible, and affordable education. Founded in 1901, Northern is the state's first public community college and a land-grant institution. Northern serves over 5,800 students on our home campus in Tonkawa, Branch, and Enid, and through the NOC OSU Gateway program in Stillwater. NOC was nationally recognized as one of the top 150 U.S. community colleges in recognition of our high achievement and performance in teaching and learning, degree completion, and success in the workplace. NOC offers a wide variety of associate degree options and certificate degree options and multi-course formats with options to match your learning style with convenient and flexible scheduling through traditional in-person, online, and blended live online classes. NOC students have opportunities such as intercollegiate varsity sports, competitive programs, fine arts, and student activities to enhance their ability to achieve excellence at Northern. NOC remains a great value to students and their families through financial aid and scholarship opportunities to those who qualify. And with a large percentage of our NOC faculty possessing advanced degrees such as master's and doctorate degrees along with professional licenses, students are ensured to receive a superior education while enjoying a small campus feeling with big campus resources. At Northern, we are committed to providing the highest level of service in a supportive and safe environment with individual attention. Our students, faculty, and staff give our three locations distinct character, and they make a difference to the thousands of individuals who achieve their goals at Northern.
Welcome to Northern Oklahoma College. 6 out of 10 people at NOC are first-generation students. NOC was selected by the Aspen Institute as one of the top 150 community colleges in the country, and in fact was narrowed down to one of the top 50 community colleges in the nation.
Why should you choose Northern? Because attending one of the most affordable, top-ranked community colleges will be a life-changing experience.
So that gives you a little experience about what Northern Oklahoma College is like at our three locations. I would like for you to take a look at our website, which is www.noc.edu. And if you go to students and then future students, you'll be able to see 3 checklists that highlight what you need to do in order to become a student at any of our 3 locations. If you would like to schedule a campus tour, you'll find the 3 people that would be responsible for helping to show you around our 3 campuses. We have Blair Turney, who is in Tonkawa, Terry Sunderland, who is in Enid, and Diana Watkins, who is in Stillwater. I would also encourage you to make sure that you take a look at the cost comparison sheet, because each one of the campuses has a slightly different pricing structure because of the amenities that are offered at those particular sites. Our most affordable campus is our Tonkawa campus, followed by our Enid campus, and then our NOC OSU Gateway program, which we are very proud to partner with Oklahoma State University to provide you with the small class size of a community college, but with the amenities of a large campus institution. And so those are our three campuses. We also offer what we call live online, and live online is where you can log in at particular times via Zoom and have the in-person experience, but at a safe distance if that is something that is appropriate for you. We also offer full set of degree programs online. So I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. I really appreciate you taking the time to join us this evening. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing the screen and pass it on to the next person. And again, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Great, thank you so much, Rick, in Northern Oklahoma College. Glad we could learn a little bit more about you. From here, we'll head on over to Arkansas Tech.
Hey guys, my name is Morgan McClure and I'm here with Arkansas Tech University. For those of you that maybe don't know where that's at, we're located in Russellville, which is in central Arkansas. And if you have never been to Russellville, then you definitely need to come check it out. If not for the wonderful university, then because of all the awesome outdoorsy stuff that we have to do around Russellville. So a little bit about me. I got my undergraduate degrees in psychology and sociology from Arkansas Tech. I've been working as a recruiter for Arkansas Tech for 2 years, and I'm wrapping up my master's degree in student affairs administration at Arkansas Tech. So if you have any questions, I can answer them because I feel like I know everything about this university after spending 6 years here. A little bit about us. We are the third largest university in the state of Arkansas, and we have about 11,000 students. And we are currently working on, we just had record enrollment not this year, but the past year. So we're working on beating that. And if you want to help contribute to that, you could apply to Arkansas Tech for free. Our application is open. It costs $0 to apply. It's all online. We have no essay requirement. You can do it in about 15 minutes. So if you guys want an extra acceptance letter to put up on your refrigerator, you can go to atu.edu/apply and get that taken care of. We start accepting people with a 15 on the ACT and a 2.0 GPA. And our scholarships start with a 17 on the ACT and a 3.0 GPA. So your application for admissions doubles as your application for those academic scholarships. So if you have a 17 on the ACT and a 3.0 GPA, you can go ahead and apply, get admitted, and go ahead and secure an academic scholarship. Whenever you apply, for us to make an admissions decision, we just need your high school transcript and a copy of your test scores. We accept ACT, SAT, and AccuPlacer test scores. And we take all the way up to the February ACT date. So if you want to go ahead and take it and maybe get a little extra scholarship money, we'll take all the way up to February. Good news, I know that I'm over in Arkansas, but if you are a border state of Arkansas, you get in-state tuition at Arkansas Tech University. So you guys have the opportunity to come out of state for college and not have to pay super high out-of-state fees. We also have over 140 different undergraduate programs. So there is a program for probably whatever you guys are interested in. We also have 47 different graduate programs. So if you want to be like me, and after 4 years of going to college, go ahead and decide to get a few more degrees, you can hang out and do one of our awesome graduate programs. We have an 18-to-1 student-professor ratio. So we try and keep a pretty small class size so that you guys can have access to your professors easier and get to know your peers. Whenever you are not in class, we have a bunch for you to do. We have over 120 different clubs and organizations. And on top of that, there's a lot to do in the city and a lot to do in the outdoors. If all that sounds really cool, we actually have in-person tours going on right now if you guys want to come visit. Our in-person tours are Monday through Thursday at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. Whenever we have visitors, we require them to wear a mask and adhere to social distancing and CDC guidelines. When you get here, we'll take your temperature, and then one of our tour guides will lead you around our beautiful campus. If in-person tours isn't really your thing right now, that's okay. We have virtual tour options that you can get onto and have a narrated virtual tour through campus. And we have our Zoom to ATU sessions, which is where you can sign up and speak with an admissions counselor about admissions, Arkansas Tech, housing, scholarships, whatever. So if that sounds good to you, you can go to our website at atu.edu/tours and look into it. And yeah, I'm going to drop my contact information in the chat box. And if you guys need me, feel free to email me at mlunsford3@atu.edu. Thank you guys.
Great, thank you so much, Arkansas Tech. Now we'll go ahead and head on over to our final institution of this session, which is Johnson & Wales.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of the call. My name is Lisa, and I am filling in for Elena Derry, who is your admissions rep for the Oklahoma area. And I'm guessing lots of you have probably never heard of Johnson & Wales, so I'm going to move pretty quickly through the PowerPoint. We have 2 campuses. Our original is in Providence, Rhode Island. We have 2 campuses in Providence. We have one in downtown, and then we have one that overlooks the harbor side. That is our largest campus with about 8,000 students typically. You can see we're very diverse. We have in total campus with both of them 12,000 students from 78 different countries. The unique platform with Johnson & Wales is once you're accepted into one campus, you actually are accepted into both. And this is our campus in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are in the heart of downtown Charlotte. We too are a very diverse campus in Charlotte. We have about 1,500 to 1,800 students, and you can see our diversity there as well. We are a very diverse campus. Unique education platform with Johnson & Wales. We want you to come on campus and start taking classes right away in your major, so that you can make sure that it's something that you enjoy doing. It's something that you like. You'll still have to take your general studies, but we want you to come in as a freshman and really absorb yourself in your major. Our whole platform is based on something called experiential education. I know that's a big word, but what that means is learning by doing. You won't be sitting in large lecture halls. You will be in our learning labs. You'll be collaborating. You'll be taking internships. These are just some examples of our learning lab in Providence. We have our finance learning lab. You can see the stock market ticker, our engineering. We also are known for our culinary. So we have 50 different culinary labs, health science, marketing, sports entertainment, event management. Here are just a few of our learning labs in Charlotte. That is a fashion learning lab. Instead of reading it out of a textbook, you're learning about merchandising, you're selling, you are putting on fashion shows, health science, culinary again. So those are just a little bit about our learning labs. We have a ratio of about 18 students to 1 professor. All of our professors have significant work experience in the field that they're teaching you. These are just some of our programs. Again, we have about 80 different majors over 7 different colleges. These are some of our new programs. Exercise science has become very, very popular. We also have pathways to be a physician's assistant as well as an OT if you want to go on. We have our College of Food Innovation and Technology. Won't go into that in great detail, but we have so many different majors in culinary if that interests you. We too have lots of different sports. You can see on this slide our men's sports, our women's sports, and our co-ed. We have lots of opportunities if you want to be a university athlete, or if you just want to play for fun, we have club sports intramurals as well. We have over 1,500 internships in 46 states and 33 countries. Something that we are quite proud of is 71% of our students who received a paid internship also received a job offer when they graduate. So we view internships as a necessity. Residential life, we have all different kinds of dorms at both campuses, anywhere from single dorms to up to 4 people. One unique thing about Johnson & Wales at both campuses, we have pet-friendly dorms. One of the top of the country. They're not service animals. If you want to bring your pet dog or cat that you can't leave behind, you can bring them. These are different ways to afford a Johnson & Wales education. Merit-based, make those good grades, national student organizations, outside scholarships, and FAFSA. These are all our national student organizations. If you're a member of, you do get scholarship money just by being a member. Outside scholarships, these are all resources actually for any college. $2.9 billion goes unclaimed every year, so don't leave that money on the table as far as outside scholarships go. Please come see us. I know we're far away, but we have some terrific virtual tours where you can do it straight from your couch with an actual admissions person who's a student on campus. You can ask them questions. They take you to both of the campuses. And then we are actually offering in-person tours, limited, but still doing that at both of the campuses. So this is the website if you'd like to come see us in Providence or Charlotte. This is our website to apply. We do not charge an application fee. We take a holistic approach to our applications. We are test optional. You do not have to take your ACTs or SATs. You do get additional scholarship money if you do well in them. We're also very liberal with what we transfer in. If you're taking any AP classes, dual credit, transfers, we're very liberal as long as it's a level 100 or higher and you get a C or better, it will absolutely transfer in. And this is my contact information. I will also put it in the chat. But thank you guys so much, and I hope you check us out at least first virtually. All right. I will stop sharing my screen.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Always great to learn a little bit more about Johnson & Wales. So I think if everyone wants to hop back on video, we have a few more minutes. And so I think I would have a great question that I'll throw out to the whole group if everyone wants to chime in a little bit. I think it's always fun if everyone wants to talk a little bit about their favorite event that's held on their campus.
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So at OSU, we have a student-run homecoming celebration every year, and we're really looking forward to our 2020 homecoming celebration next year. And like I said, it is all student-run, all of the different activities like parades and different rallies and the decorations outside of the Greek life houses. It's all student-run, which is pretty unique. So if you are into leadership opportunities, not only can you do that within all of our organizations, of course, but even an event such as homecoming can be something that you can really get involved in.
I'll go next. Oh, go ahead.
At Langston, I'll double down and say our homecoming is extravagant. You will have a great time if you go to any historically Black college homecoming. Langston itself, we bring in a big name gospel artist. We follow it up with a big name comedian. We have usually 2 to 3 big name, usually hip hop artists. It is a national affair and you'll love it even if you don't like hip hop music. It's just a huge turn up.
Jump up next, and because we're a multi-campus institution, we've got events that happen on all 3 campuses. One thing that I'm particularly proud of on the Tonkawa campus is that we have the President's Gala concert. One of our NOC grads is a Broadway conductor. His name is Jerry Steichen, and he regularly brings guest artists from Broadway to come to Tonkawa to perform with our fine arts program and with a full orchestra, and so it's always a wonderful event. We also have the Renfro Lectureship that is held on the Tonkawa campus. This past year we had the author of Killers of the Flower Moon, which is particularly important to this particular area of the country. Ben's Osage County is where we are very closely located to. On our Enid campus, we have a planetarium and telescope. And so we're the only telescope in the region where students can actually get on the telescope and take a look and be a part of projects with NASA. And then, of course, as an NOC grad, but also as a proud Oklahoma State University grad, I think that our students in Stillwater enjoy all of the activities, especially homecoming on the OSU campus. Go Pokes.
I'll go next. Johnson & Wales has something, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Shark Tank. We have what's called Shark Fest at both of our campuses. So if any of you have some great ideas to start a business, start an idea, we get local business leaders who come to the campus. It's a big, huge affair, and you make your presentation and you actually get seed money to start your business. So that's my very favorite thing to do because they have such great ideas.
My favorite event at Arkansas Tech is at the end of the spring semester. We do what's called summer send-off, where we clear out one of the back parking lots and have like an on-campus fair. They come and set up rides, and you get free cotton candy and funnel cakes. So, and they also don't check if you're a student or not. So I've still gotten to go ever since I graduated. And it's a really big, cool thing because we do allow members of the community too, because we're super involved with our local community, because I'm sure all you guys are, you know, like if you work at a college, you're usually pretty involved. But plus it's free food and free rides, and you can go as many times as you want. And yeah, we unfortunately didn't get to have it back in May, but we're hoping May 2021, we get to clear out that parking lot again and get some rides and free food set up. So that is my favorite event that we do on campus.
Yeah, I know that the running joke is that college kids will go to any event for food. And I know that's a common enough joke that it probably gets a little old, but it's just true. It's a joke because it's true.
The free food never gets old. So.
That's true. As an adult, I'll go to a lot of events for free food. Yeah, well, thank you all so much for sharing a little bit more about some of the special events that happen on each of your campuses as well. So I think with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. And so thank you all so much for joining. A big thank you to each of our college representatives for being a part of this session as well. It's always great to get to hear a little bit more about institutions straight from the source, but a big thank you to our audience as well for hopping in to learn a little bit more about each of these institutions. So thank you so much for joining us. You will have a quick survey that will appear on your screen as soon as this session ends. And so if you want to take just a moment to fill it out, it's just 4 questions, so it's pretty quick. It's always great for us to get a little bit of feedback coming out of these sessions. A reminder that you can sign up for additional sessions in the coming days, so feel free to check those out, and that a recording of this session will be available in the coming days as well. And so if you need to return to any of this information, keep an eye out for that recording. But a big thank you once again to our college representatives, a big thank you once again to all of you, and I hope that everyone has a great evening.